The mind plays tricks and makes you think that things that you're doing are not as bad as they really are. And what I have learned is that when you know you're out of alignment and you know your actions are not helping the entire collective movement, you have to name them for what they are, which is evil. They are evil. Think of yourself as a cell, and you're extremely important because cells talk to each other. We're constantly communicating with each other across the world, energetically, and our actions and how we think of those actions impact the entire collective. And you have to have faith and trust that this is real, because it is very real. And you have to name evil for what it is. You have to take accountability that if you want the world to be better, you have to be better. If, for example, if you don't want people to have to work certain jobs, then you have to stop feeding those types of behaviors, right? Like, it can get really nitty-gritty and complex, but you have to acknowledge that you have the power to change the world. We all do. And one of the biggest misconceptions that I'm learning is that people really put down the body, and they think a lot of these pleasure-seeking things come from the body. That's actually false. These pleasure-seekings, which is a level in the game that you can overcome, actually come from the mind. And you can choose whether you act them out. And the mind actually creates the sense of euphoria in the body, but the body, if you're conscious enough when you're doing the act that you know is not in alignment with you, the body will actually tell you that something's off. It is the body that is always guiding you, because the body houses your spirit, and it's not disconnected from your spirit, and it never has been. And the belief that the body is disconnected is the biggest lie humanity, like, just one of the biggest lies that humanity still believes. And it even is messed up in the enlightenment community, because people get enlightened in their mind, but they're not integrating it in your body. And you came here to create, you came here to reproduce a higher order of enlightened beings, and the only way you can do that is if you rearrange your body both internally and externally and stop feeding the lies. And it's serious stuff. So, if you're having a hard time, like, surrender to God, like, ask God to guide you, because God will guide you. But you can't be guided if you continue to think things aren't as bad as they are. You have to be very honest with yourself and trust that you are powerful, and you have the entire capacity to change this entire world. And it starts with you, it starts with me, and we have to continue to believe it. And if you are, only acting your true state around certain people, but around other people you're not, you don't fully believe what you've been shown when you reached enlightenment. You don't fully believe it yet, because you're not living it. You have to live it to fully believe it, to fully then start to create heaven on earth. And it's a beautiful thing, and you don't have to force enlightenment after that. You don't have to force meditation. You become it. You are the meditative person. You radiate light 24/7. Your mind is clear 24/7. You are it. But this has to align with your consciousness and with the fruit diet, because fruit is the only thing that doesn't kill, is our original state. And if you sit there and you're thinking it's not, then you're in denial. You're in denial that everything post that has been part of the problem with why people have diseases and cancers and all of that. And the mind is really tricky. It plays tricks. It tries to dilute. It tries to say, oh, well, everyone's doing it. Oh, this isn't bad. Oh, it's blah, blah, blah. Lies. Evil lies. Evil, 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 evil. Continue to tell yourself it, and you will make it through.